Hello, I'm Robert, and you're always welcome here in my busy little shop. On today's episode of What's in My Workbench, I've got a couple things going on. I've actually got a box we're going to open up here. I'll save that until after the main topic of today's video. We'll open that up, take a look at it. But I've had my NP4 Cobra Leather Machine Company, that's a long name, Skiver for a little over a year now, and I've used it on quite a few projects. Probably the most notable projects are on my totes and dop kits and such. And I had a couple times where people asked me if I would show how I skive around an inside corner on that project. So that's one of the things I want to cover on the Skiver. And I did a complete review of the Skiver after using it for, I guess it was about 4 months. I'll put a link to that video in the description if you want to go back and see that, because I cover a bunch of things about the Skiver, but I thought today I would just kind of focus in on this one item here. And I hope that I can get a pretty good angle where you can see that. I need to come up with a way to mount a camera overhead probably on that Skiver so you can get, a better view of what's going on there. Well, that's enough of a ramp up there. I do appreciate you taking time to be here. We'll get over here and we'll get started. Let's see if I can get this done right. I had someone asking me how I skive around a notch like this. So far I've skived the turn down at the top, and I did that because I wanted that turn down further and I want this thinner. This edge here where it's going to be sewn, I'm making that a little bit thinner, but not nearly as thin as this, and that'll be the sewn edge. You could do this part up here last if you wanted. It's just the way I had the machine set up, I did it first. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'll run down this side here, just to the notch. And since this is quite a bit thinner than where I'm going here, I'm able to tuck it in there. If you need to, you can lift the handle and put it in place. Okay, first section of it, I'll take that same area that was skived and I'll slide it under the foot here. If I need to raise this, I can. Just raise the foot. And this is a little bit of dancing with the machine here. We'll run into this corner, and as I approach, I'll start to tug and turn. Okay. And I'll run the straight here. I have had one time where it cut through here. I think I got it bunched and was trying too hard to turn it. So now I've got this edge around the notch, and now the straightaway here on the other side. I was able to pull that through here at the end, make sure I didn't get cut into that because this is thinner than that. Now I need to do the other side. I'll just run this through here. I'm not an expert at it, but someone asked me how I do it, so that's what I'm showing you, how I do it. I'll let you ride along here in my hip pocket. Top edges are done. I had someone tell me early on it's best if you run it
wide open, but I don't feel like I need to. Probably time to sharpen. If I told you how long it's been since it's been sharpened, you wouldn't believe me. There we go. Fully skived all the way around the notch and all around the bag.
Well, I tell you what, I've had it, like I said at the beginning, over a year now, and there are things that I've said that I didn't really like about it, but it's so far outweighed by the benefits of the tool, how quickly you can skive, and probably even more than how quickly, how consistently you can. I've had before where I wanted to do a rolled edge on a pretty long area there, and if you're not very precise on thickness and width of your skive, the roll just doesn't really look very well, in my opinion. I always feel like I need to add "in my opinion" because I don't want to tell you how to do it, but I thought it's information you'd like. So let's get over here on the workbench. We'll open this up and take a look in here. The HR manager brought this out to me and said I needed to open it. And, well, if the HR manager tells me I need to do something, I probably need to do that. All right, I guess it's mine. It's got an RL here. Oh, it comes in a little cloth bag. And there's a controller here. Interesting. Lots of buttons to push. I've been told I'm pretty good at pushing buttons. Oh, it plugs in. Okay, here we go. I had to reset over here. I have easier access to outlets here. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what we've got here. Oh, cool. It's a Robert Little leather sign. And let's see what this remote does here. Well, that's pretty cool. I tell you what, HR manager, you got a home run here. I like that light, and I guess it changes colors. It sure does. That is really neat. There's a bunch of colors here. I guess it does a variance to the colors. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll have to find a place to put that here in the garage where it's prominently displayed, and it requires power, so I guess I can use it without power in my booth. If I wanted to take it to my booth, it still looks pretty cool. Let's look at it here. You know, obviously it's not as easy to see with all of my debris here behind here. You think I could clean up the workbench a little bit. Someone talked about how clean my workbench is all the time, and I've said that's strategic camera angles. Well, I think we'll wrap up there. The Cobra NP4 Skiver, it does a great job. And like I said, I'll put a link to that other video in the description. And recently I put out a topic video on how I apply Resin, and it was very well received. I think I'll expand maybe into some of these shorter topics so that you can get maybe some helpful information in a short period of time. I'll tell you what, I'm really liking this sign here. I gotta find a place to put it. I don't know, I may have to build a little shelf on the wall somewhere so that it's up out of the way. I think we'll wrap up there. I appreciate you taking time to be within the shop today. Please like, share, and subscribe. More importantly, I hope you have a great day.